guys, welcome back to BL World Drama, your go-to source for the juiciest scandals in the world of BL and GLs. From trending hashtags to sizzling social media drama, I've got it all. Join me as I dive deep into the lives of your favorite stars with exclusive updates, secrets, and interviews that will keep you hooked. Subscribe now, ring the bell, and let's dive into the glitz, the glam, and the scandalous world of BL and GLs. So let's get right into it. So today's video is about upcoming GL shows that are probably going to premiere in 2024, and these are shows that I'm looking forward to. Like, I love the story, I love the content around it, and I would actually be happy to watch them. Now the first one is Behind the Series. The Behind the Series will be divided into 4 parts. If you've watched Why the Series, you know that like it's one series but it has like different parts with different characters. Now I don't know how many episodes like each part will have. Probably I'm hoping like around 4 per story. That will be good, because if it's more than that, I feel like it will also like kind of be boring. Now the first one will be Mine More and More. It's a story between Tawan and Winnie. Tawan has always had a crush on Winnie, and Winnie is the daughter of her father's friend. I hope you're following me. So Tawan's father asks Tawan to live with Winnie, and as they live, like Tawan realizes that Winnie is kind of depressed and there's something like bothering her, and she decides to make it a point to make her like get her out of the depression, make her happy and all this, and promises to always stick by her side. Now Winnie doesn't know like Tawan has feelings for her, so the more they spend time together, the more like Tawan's feelings towards Winnie increases. And Tawan comes and find out that Winnie is engaged to be married. Now I don't know if that is the reason that Winnie is kind of depressed, because probably she knows that she doesn't like men and she's being forced to marry a man. So that's why she is like depressed and all that. But I'm hoping like they can just make it like she is actually like, because I know like the wedding series, like they were forced. If you haven't watched the wedding series, it's ABL Mimandi, ABL&GL, a mix between the two, whereby a boy and a girl are forced to get married, and one of them is gay and one of them is a lesbian. So they they have to navigate all that. So I'm hoping that in this case probably they could change it and make it feel like she is like, probably maybe at one point she was in love with a guy, and then now she's finding out that she actually really loves Tawan, and probably Tawan is her soulmate. Like, I would like that change in a storyline, and not necessarily always like being forced to marry a guy and all that. Like, maybe they fell in love, and then due to different circumstances she fell out of love with him and fell in love with Tawan. So we will see how that story goes. So the second one will Be Mine, Be My Baby. It's the story between Jiao Jie and Sitang. It's an office romance. We know like this year had huge office romance on all BL fronts, from KBL to JBL to Thai BL. So this will be like a story between a boss who has like a hard exterior but a soft interior due to all her post traumas and all that, and an intern who is bubbly, lively, and wants to take her out of that shell. So we will see, will it be better than Thai BLs that we did watch like this year? Because honestly, like a lot of Thai BLs, office Thai BLs this year, like they didn't make it for me. Like, they were so subpar. So I'm hoping that this GL like is top notch, over the roof. That's why I've included it here. So the third one is Be Mine, My Sugar, and it's a story between Pim and Piraya. They start off by being fake girlfriends, and they continue, and as they continue to spend more time, they actually do realize they have feelings for each other. Yeah, so this I just want to see how like the whole thing navigates, because the story is also that Pipim like is a university professor and all that, and they had money, they were rich, and then they were accused of embezzlement, and now they're poor. So I want to see how she navigates like the change in lifestyle, like from a rich girl to a poor girl. I also want to see that, and then I want to see how like they navigate like the fake relationship, like what's the reason like they are in a fake relationship. I want to see that. And it also doesn't specify whether Piraya is from a rich family, so are they like in a fake relationship because she is from a rich family? Is it because maybe she's helping them with the case? Being in a relationship with her will actually exonerate them from the embezzlement case. Like, I'm intrigued. That's the reason why I put it in my list, because I want to know, because there is like little information about it. So that's why Be My Sugar will be part of the shows that I will watch. So the last one from Be Mine will be Be My Boo. Be My Boo is a story between Papi and Jaoka, and it's about winning an ex back. Like, Papi was going through like a lot of things, because Papi is the sister to Pipim. Now, after the embezzlement case and them like becoming poor and all that, she decided she decides to break up with Jaoka because of all the things that her family is going through and how she's going through. And later on, she realizes that she made a mistake and she actually wants Jaoka back. Now, the story navigates her trying to win Jaoka back, and she at first thought like it was going to be simple because they were in love and all that, and she will just explain herself and Jaoka will take her back. But she realizes that it's actually very, very difficult, and she has to like heal through her past traumas and make sure that she convinces Jaoka that that will not never happen again, like she will never leave her behind again. So the story navigates that. So I'm actually very interested about this, because like it will capture like a lot of audience. So I'm actually interested to see or to watch this, because like we know like at some point in our lives we've always like wanted that ex back, because we feel like we probably made a mistake. So it will be nice to see how she navigates through it, like the lessons learned, and how like she assures her that that would never happen again. So that's why it's on my list. Now, the second GL series I'm looking forward is 23.5 degrees. And 23.5 degrees, I've been waiting for this series like since Bad Body. Like, I loved these two GL couples, and I was just hoping and waiting that GMMTV would actually give them their solo show. Now, it's a story between Ongsa and San, and Ongsa has a crush on San, but because San is popular, she's a popular girl, she decides not to get close to her like in reality, but gets close to her online under the pseudonym like Earth. Now, this works in her favor because San does fall for her, but now we are waiting to see how like San will take like the whole thing when she does discover that Anne, Earth, and Ongsa are the same person. Now, I I'm feeling like I would love this, because we do know like there have been a lot of cases of catfishing, and a lot of cases of online like romance and all that. So I'm hoping like they would like combine the two maybe someone else pretends that she's Earth and actually tries to catfish her and something like that, and then the real Earth, who is Ongsa, like shows up and claims that identity. So yeah, I'm looking forward to watching this because it will cut across like so many things that, like, this previous decade, the 2000s, like there was a lot of catfishing, and this early 2010s, 2020, like there has been a lot of online dating. So yeah, I'm hoping to see that, and I hope like GMM TV like really captures that. So the third one is Reverse for You. Reverse for You is a story between Jatawa and P4. Jatawa has the ability to control time, while her sister Viv has the power to see the future. Now Viv tells Jatawa that in the future she saw that Jatawa was in a relationship with P4, and Jatawa can't believe this because like she's not fond of before. So this will be a story of the story more of hate to love, like relationship, and we've seen that with a lot of BL shows and Thai BL shows. Like they have overplayed that trope, and because people loved that trope so much, so now that the GL like is bringing it, I'm curious to see how they do it and if they make it so good that people will actually want more of it. So yeah, that's why it's on my list. Like it will be kind of interesting to see how they do it, since the Thai BL have had, or a lot of BLs have had a lot of success with this trope. So I want to see if like the GLs will nail it or will even go above and beyond. The fourth one is Pluto. Pluto is a story between Iun and, not between, it's a story of Iun and Obum, who are twins, and they fall in love, identical twins, and they both fall in love with May. Now, Obum has another life with a man called Paul, whereby they get engaged and get married while she's in a relationship with May. Now, during her wedding day, like she tells Ion about the story of May and asks Ion to go break up with May for her sake because she can't do it. Now, as they get married and they go for their honeymoon, like Obum and Paul, like they have an accident and Paul dies, but Obum survives, but she's in a coma. Now, when Iun goes to break up with May, she's shocked to see that first, May is a woman. Second, she's blind. Now, she finds it difficult to break up with May because I feel like she feels pity for her or something under all the circumstances and all the hardships she has to go through. Like she feels bad breaking her heart. Now she spends more time with May and she actually realizes that she is in love with her. She starts to fall in love with May. Now I put this one because I want to see when Obum like wakes up, like the dynamic between the two sisters and them realizing that they have fallen in love with one woman. Would I own like leave May behind for her sister because now Paul is no longer in the picture? So would she like back down and let Obum continue her relationship with May? Will Obum like understand the fact that her sister has fallen in love with May and leave them to have a happy ending? And what of May? What will be her stance when she realizes that she has fallen in love with two sisters? And will she recognize that Iun and Obum are two different people? Or will she not know that? Because we do know that she's blind, so it means that her other senses are on 1,000. So even a difference in the smell or how Ion touches her would show her that it's different from how Obum touches her. So I want to see like that whole dynamic, because it will be an actually very, very interesting show to watch. So the next one is Sunshine in the Wind. And the reason why I put this series here is because I feel like it has a potential to actually change like the industry. Now, the story is between Prafai and Vaditiwa. Fra is a florist, I'm sorry if I'm butchering the names, who can sense like people's sadness, and she uses that sadness with her flowers. Now, Vaditiwa is an actress, and they meet, I think, in a set or at an event, I'm not sure. And like where Fra goes to drop flowers, and she realizes the sadness that Vaditiwa has, and she gives her the flowers. Now, the reason I put this GL series is because Vaditiwa makes her way to Fra's flower shop, and they get to know one another, and they in turn fall in love. Now, Vaditiwa is an actress, and we know if she's an actress, she's obviously paired with someone. Now, she is in a ship. So now this Fra will be like a new element to the ship. Now I'm waiting to see how they will navigate her relationship with Fra when she is in a ship, because I feel like this will be eye-opening. Like if they do this well, they might in turn like make a lot of changes in how fans view ships, and how fans should be able to like be open enough to realize that these people are just actors, and they have different personal lives. So if Studio Wasabi does this show well, like it will be the talk of the town. Like it will like change the whole industry. And I hope they actually focus more on how like fans try to run actors' lives, and the impact of how fans try to run actors' life with their personal lives. So yes, I'm curious to see how Studio Wasabi does this. That's why it's on my list. Like the last GL will be about a story between Dawan and Kim Han, and it is about falling in love with your dream girl, and then you meet that dream girl in reality. Now, if like they execute it like perfectly, I know some couple of people like I would love to meet in real life that I have fallen in love with in my dreams. And yeah, Caesar call me. So yeah, that is what the whole story will be about. Like it doesn't have like of information surrounding it, but it will come from Idol Factory. So we will see how like this whole story is all about. We don't know, like there is not, I don't know if probably one of the girls she dreams of is an actor or a celebrity, so that's why she dreams of her and falls in love with her, or it's just like someone who she has never met, she has never seen, she has never heard of. Like it's just a dream, a random dream about a random girl. So I'm intrigued to see that. And if it is a celebrity, I'm also intrigued to see like how they meet, under what circumstances they meet, how they navigate until they get to fall in love, since they're both from two different worlds. So yeah, so I'm curious to see how that whole thing goes. I forgot to add The Secret of Us. The Secret of Us is a story between Lada and Anne. Anne is an ex to Lada, and Lada works as a doctor. So she ends up working in the same hospital whereby Anne works, and Anne hurt her so badly, but they don't say how she hurt her. I don't know if maybe she broke up with her because of some reasons that she couldn't explain, or she didn't feel like she was good enough for her, or she cheated. Like, it doesn't explain, it just says that she like broke her heart so badly. Now they end up working in the same workspace. So the story is how like these two exes navigate working in the same space. And if you know, like if you work together, especially with doctors, like they can work 12 hours, 16 hour, 18 hours shift. So if this person is there probably 10 hours of your day, you see them, and they're your ex, like how that tormenting, how that can be. So I'm happy that it just doesn't show like an office romance straight away, like they fall in love and all this. Like it shows, this new show will show how it is hard to work with people that you have necessarily fallen out of love with, or are no longer like in a good space with, and how you navigate that in the workspace. And I'm curious to see how they will get to find their ways back together. So we've come to the end of this video, and if you've watched until now, thank you for watching, thank you for supporting. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, turn on the post notification, give me a thumbs up if you like this video, share this video, and let me know in the comment section which GL series are you looking forward in 2024, and which like GL series trope do you feel like the GL industry needs to like work on. Like for me, I would like to see like a trans man who is in a relationship with a woman. Like I would like to see that story. I would like to see a stories more of a tomboy like being in a relationship with a woman and all that. Like I would like to see like the world of GL is like endless, and I would like to see them like focus more on those relationships. And I would like they don't include any BL stories. Like there is some couple of series here that I've mentioned that would have BL side stories, but I would like that in 2024 and moving forward to 2025 that we don't have any BL like stories in the GL series. Like we should have particularly like GL, just GL couples from the beginning to end. And like I would also like them to navigate more on like the bisexuality of people. I would like them to focus more on like these GLs couples having children and raising children. Like I would like to see that, like grown GL shows that don't focus on high school tropes or university tropes. Like we've had a feel of those in the BL world, and I would like for the GL world to gear more on like, I don't want to say real life, but I would like to have like more mature GLs whereby like we talk about like marriage, like relationships, like even not more of the workspace, but parenting and all that. Like I would like to see more of those GL shows. So let me know in the comment section what you are looking forward to. So bye guys.